safety tools and making sure your players are comfortable at the table, one situation that doesn't come up very often, but that people always ask about is what happens if there's something that is fundamental to a module, like a load-bearing theme, right? And someone at the table isn't okay with it. They put down on their consent sheet that they aren't super cool with a certain topic. It could be like spiders in a campaign where the BBEG is just a spider god, or something like that, right? And for me, there's 4 steps to go through. First up, talk to the player. Ask them specifically what about spiders bothers them if they're comfortable with sharing. That gives you the chance to clarify. So for example, if they say, oh, I just hate like really small things that skitter around on too many legs, like centipedes are in the same boat, then you could be like, oh, okay, if it's like really big, is that less scary for you? And they could be like, yeah, actually, it's not that bad. And then you know you're in the clear because their specific like translation of their phobia or their trigger isn't what's actually gonna show up in the module. So you want to clarify. Maybe they say that they're okay with spiders as long as you aren't showing any pictures of spiders, like they can visualize it, but as long as they don't see it, they're okay. Then you know exactly where the line is, and you can move forward from there. Now let's say that they just can't stand spiders at all, like any mention of them, anything to do with them is not good. Then you need to move to step 2, which is reflavoring it. If you can, just swap the thing out and switch it out for something else. So if, for example, they are okay with bees, but they're not okay with spiders, congrats, you're now fighting a bee god instead of a spider god. And then from there, it's just a bit of work to kind of swap every bee motif in for a spider motif. And you can even like find and replace the word spider with the word bee if you want to, and then see how well that works as a starting point. The other option is to remove it entirely. For example, if they can't stand insects in any form and you're like, okay, this is all just part of a side quest, like maybe we would just not have that side quest be an option for everyone, then that's fine. Arguably, that's even easier. You can just like make sure that it's not an option for people and then just avoid any issues from there. But if, like I said, it's a load-bearing plot point, for example, if I'm running a game where someone is going up against doppelgangers and they're like, hey, I cannot stand the concept of people taking over bodies, like doppelgangers, the uncanny valley is legit my phobia and I can't handle it in any form, right? That's really hard to swap out. It's really hard to remove because it's a core part of the story and it seems like there's no easy way around it. You can go ahead and tell that player like, hey, this is the module we're running. It doesn't seem like it's a good fit for you. It is totally okay to tell someone that they might not be a good fit for the table based on content, at least for this module or this one shot, and that is honestly keeping them safe and it's keeping you guys safe. It sucks to have to do, but if that's your only option, it's better than just taking a chance and risking someone getting hurt. So that's how you navigate situations where someone's consent sheet conflicts with your story.